Hello everybody and welcome to the Patreon channeling of Ascendant Master Lakeshma. So today in our session we have Isabel and we have new member Glenn. Hello guys. Hey. So for those who don't know, I channel the beings of the light, and today's being is Ascendant Master Lakeshma. She's actually an Ascended Master from Atlantis, and she helps with the teachings of the new earth in which we have entered. So without further ado, I'm going to go now into trance, and we'll be there for a couple of moments or a few minutes, and then when I open my eyes, it'll be Lakeshma, and we'll also have a little brief chat after the session. All right, everybody, so I'll see you on the other side. Hello, my dear ones. I am Lakeshma coming forth. As you know, it's not by accident that you are here today. Hello, my dear ones that's participating. And those of you watching, what an exciting time to be alive. We cannot emphasize that enough. You truly are advanced beings. You truly are connected to all that is. This time that you are living in this time continuum is the great awakening. It is the great remembering. You have entered the new earth, but many of you still see yourself as small. Still compare your life to the great civilizations of the past, not knowing and not aware and not remembering that you have truly entered the great age. It is occurring all around you. It is occurring, importantly, within you. You are all ascending. You are all remembering who you truly are. This is the process of the Great Awakening. This is the process of enlightenment, of becoming one with all that is. It's not about achieving a certain level. It is not about acquiring certain knowledge to allow you to feel more enlightened. It is all within you. It is all about becoming one with who you are, recognizing the oneness that truly is all around you. You are connected to all that is. And as you do that, as your process of raising your vibration by going inwards and connecting to the oneness, to the God that you all are, you will remember. That's all it is. It's a remembering. It's a remembering of your divinity. This is the new earth. It is the great remembering. How exciting that you are joined, many of you, on this journey for the great remembering. And thank you, my dear ones, for being here today, participating in this session. Did you have any questions for me today, my dear ones?
I have one. In ancient Egypt, the recently dead were asked if they were honest. The question is, what is the relationship between honesty in the life and loving behavior toward others?
Well, all is love. From higher perspectives, perceiving something as someone being honest and unhonest is a dualistic notion. In higher perspectives, if someone felt guided to speak certain words to another, it does not matter if it was truth or not. It was for that person's highest good. Judging it as being untruthful out of malice is the dream, is the illusion that people can hurt you from words. In the civilizations, such as the one you're referring to in Egypt, there were still many dualistic notions in the civilization. Of course, there was much knowledge coming forth in Egypt and higher truths, but there was still much separation. So to live honestly, the higher perspective is living from the heart, living from your heart center, and acting on your guidance and inspiration. Are you speaking out of fear? This is being truly honest. Being honest with your heart. Do you feel guided to say something? Sometimes the words you speak to others are judged. They come out of your mouth and you judge that and you perceive that as, why did I say that? You're worried about how the other person will take it, but just know if you're inspired to say it, it was for that other person's evolution. With time, with practice, you'll be able to go into your heart center and you'll be able to speak from the heart. You'll be able to know that the words you speak are said out of love or said out of fear. And this truly is what honesty means. For there can be no wrong if you're speaking from the heart out of love, no matter what other people perceive that as. But this is being honest to who you truly are. It is not about judging others of other words as being wrong or right. If others say things out of fear, then that is just their evolutionary journey. It is not up to us to judge them. All we can do is speak from our hearts. is share the light and love that we all are to allow in their evolution. Everyone is going on their evolutionary journey, and many people are in fear. And through fear, people say things to allow them to be more secure, to match their belief systems and thinking they will receive more love as a result, acquiring things that will assist them in their ego. But this is their journey. If it comes into reality, they are not speaking from the heart. We cannot love them, show them compassion. It is their journey. If it angers us, causes us frustration, then we know that we have certain belief systems within us. It is being reflected back in us, which means it is for us. What are we judging? It is highlighting to us that there is judgment within us, that we're perceiving these words as wrong, which is completely fine, because it is the illusion, it is the dream in which you are living. But I'm teaching you to step out of the dream and see the higher truth. There is no separation. It is all from the heart. Compassion and love. These are vibrations of love, and that's all that exists. The fear exists on your earth plane as part of the human experience for great expansion. And you all are coming out of the illusion in your own divine time. To recognize the illusion exists for many. But you, with this awareness, can be heart-centered and show them love and recognize the oneness of all that is. And even if they're not conscious of you giving their love, even if they're not conscious of your love, their higher self will know this, and it will assist in their evolution. You are all connected, even the ones that are perceived to have hurt you. This is how it works. And throughout all the timelines, there are many stories, many writings, whether it's oral history or written history in your timelines of certain stories. And it assisted in that time period, in those timelines. But like I said, there was much dualistic notions in much of your timelines, even if the knowledge was advanced. This is why you are in the Great Awakening. This is why the time you are living cannot compare to other timelines. You are transcending. You have entered the new earth. It is the transcendence of dualistic living, dualistic consciousness. You are rising above that, one by one. And in time, it will affect the collective consciousness. One must start with themselves. And I know you see that, don't you, my dear one? You recognize this, don't you? You're here for higher truth. Not by accident, you are here and you're asking these questions. Like all of you watching also. It comes back from the heart. Always having the framework of oneness. If you judge someone, you are judging yourself because you are one in a higher perspective. This is how you transcend the illusion. There is no point giving antidotes to certain situations within the dream, within the illusion. Because this will perpetuate the illusion. It will perpetuate the dream that you are living. And we wish for you to transcend this. And thank you for asking. Such a powerful question.
Thank you for caring to answer.
Of course, my dear one. With everything, speak from the heart. Yes, my dear one.
Hi, Lakeshma. I love you.
And I love you, my dear one.
Lakeshma, I've been watching, I don't know, a lot of information's been coming to me about the new Earth, and some information saying like the new Earth is like splitting from the old Earth, and then the Ascension. And I was wondering if you could elaborate a little bit more. Is the Earth splitting? Are we going into a new dimension? I know we go to a new dimension every moment because there is no time, but is that what is happening to Earth, that we're all collectively going to a new dimension?
With the new Earth, it's happening on an individual level, and when it's at a certain level, we would say, then it'll affect the collective consciousness. You are all at the precipice of entering into the higher dimensions. You've already entered into such high dimensions, and they will only get higher from here in your perspectives. So there is no splitting off. That is just a story within the dream.
Okay.
It is all about oneness. In your planet, how the consciousness is working currently, you are all able to exist in higher dimensions without others not being in other dimensions. This is how it's working at the moment. But with divine time, when there is enough of you in these higher dimensional living, it will affect collective consciousness. That's what is occurring. Many of you are being activated and awakened. And as such, you are awakening others. The energies that are on your planet is assisting this. And many of you are being awakened, especially those of you drawn to these teachings, are here to assist others reawaken their light, their conscious light within them through certain ways. And this is also part of the process. It is a part of the transcendence of duality and coming into oneness, assisting your brothers and sisters in this great remembering. And some of you are worried about your missions. You are worried, concerned that you do not have any great answers to your missions. But it was all uncovering in divine time. It can be simply being the light to others. It can be simply living in your heart center, speaking from your heart center, speaking out of love, living, as you said, my dear one, living in honesty with your heart. It can be simple as that. What is occurring is beyond what you can conceive. There is no point looking at dualistic notions of what is occurring within the dream. If it assists you in your conception, then so be it. But at the higher truth, there is just oneness. And you're all going under individual journeys. And as such, it's affecting the collective consciousness of this world and beyond, because you are all connected. How can it not affect others when you are connected? You are pushing up higher dimensions. You are all expanding individually. And because you are at the precipice, when you are over the tipping point, This will affect the collective consciousness to the new dimension, an even higher dimension. It is all affecting one another. Just going to a higher dimension goes into effect when you've passed the tipping point. However, it is always affecting the collective consciousness. All you have to worry about is yourself. All you have to be concerned with is your own evolution. Because you know it is affecting the whole. And as you all work on your own evolution, with time, it will allow the Earth realm to even go into higher dimensions. But this exists now in the present. It is occurring already. This is why there are so many of us coming forth so directly to you and to others in different forms and different methods. Because it is time for you to have that assistance, we would say, to allow you to go through this great remembering. Just in all the different timelines that many of us has appeared in to assist you. Many of you, because you are going through your personal evolution, you are remembering these abilities. You are able to bring these forth in your unique ways to assist in the evolution of not just only yourself, but of others. Your vibration is always rising. The collective consciousness is always rising. Everything is affected. There is nothing without life force that is not affected. You are affecting one another. All the life force, all the flora and fauna on your planet and beyond, the Earth itself, the living, breathing Gaia as it is affecting all the other worlds, all the other universes. It is webs of consciousness all connected together, breathing and living with the heartbeat of all of creation that pumps within you and all that is. There is no separation. All is affecting one another. Some of you see it. Some of it might be subtle. Some of it may have to reach certain points to go into higher dimensions. However, it is still always evolving. It is always contributing to the overall expansion of source and all that is. Because you are source, all living things are source. This is how it works. It is with love. This is your compass. Knowing the vibrations of love. Knowing that your actions and your words are of love. And if that hurts someone else with that, then so be it. It is for their highest good. You do not have to tiptoe around on eggshells when you are inspired to speak from the heart. And you are guided to do so with a love frequency. If it hurts someone, then just know it's for their evolution. And you can be at peace knowing that it was meant to happen. It meant to trigger a process within this other person. So you can let go of all control and just know to live a life in the new earth. It's about becoming more conscious and speaking from the heart center, acting vibrations of love, and the rest will be shown to you in divine time. The path will be lit for you. It is all within, my dear child.
Thank you, Lakeshma.
Thank you.
And you know this is all within you.
I do, Lakeshma.
But you need reminding, my dear one.
I do. And thank you for being so patient and reminding me.
But it's about unlearning. This takes time.
Yes, it does. Lakeshma, it's so strong at times.
It's because you are living in the illusion. This is the human experience. And it's okay to dip more into the dream and see the higher perspective. It's a journey. You've lived a life conditioned to live in the dream and to live in the limitless life that is the dream, that is the illusion. So it's only natural to go back there. But with time, with practice, with being in the present moment, you can be more conscious in knowing that you are in the dream, and have the conscious awareness that you are also beyond the dream. And with these processes, by going within, the processes of transcending, limiting belief systems and any fear vibrations within you, whether it's thought, belief system, conceptions, for yourself or for others, once you're able to transcend these and find the higher truth, then you will become more one with all that is. You'll be able to step more out of the illusion, because you will know in your conscious awareness you are connected to all your brothers and sisters and beyond. With time, my dear one. One step at a time. And this is why we say connecting to the oneness is a very effective tool to assist you in this process. There are different forms of meditation that assist going within. Connecting to others that are one will allow you to also remember the oneness. There are traditional methods and untraditional methods. If you feel it'll assist you, connect with pure sources of oneness, where the ego does not get in place. Of course, these settings assist you in your evolution. It's about balance. Go out in nature, go out in Gaia, connect with the pure source life that flows, that is Gaia, but also connect to your fellow sister and brother. For this connection assists in your evolution. If you are in the present moment and conscious, you will receive your lessons. If you are in the present moment to assist in your evolution. This is why it's about a balance. And this is why it's not about taking yourself out of the dream and being always solitary and moving away from people you perceive as toxic, people you perceive as wrong, because they are here in your reality to assist in your evolution. Why would you pass on that? Knowing this higher truth. If you can stand strong in these environments and still be in a love vibration, then you know that you are on the path of evolution, of enlightenment. The fact you can stay in the environment of fear and still reflect back the love of the oneness of who they are shows you, gives you validation that you are becoming one with all that is. This is why we say do not avoid these situations. Of course, if you feel you are not ready, then that is okay. If you feel inspired and strong enough to face these situations, then do it. This will help to unlock more of your power in allowing you to remember how powerful you are and the oneness of all that is. And it will allow you to connect more with the oneness. You no longer see your brothers and sisters as separate from you. You no longer live in a fear state. If you feel the negative emotion from these interactions, they are teaching you there was still much fear within you. There is still perceptions within you that are based in the dream and not in the truth of oneness. It is all assisting in your evolution. It is all about becoming one and recognizing the oneness. This is the ultimate enlightenment process. There is no end goal because everyone's journey is different. But for the new earth, it'll be about recognizing consciously in society that there is just oneness. And when this occurs in your society, collectively, the world will finally know peace. It will finally recognize the oneness. Everyone in the society would then truly recognize each other's power and the oneness and the co-creational powers that you all have. This is the ultimate transcending of Gaia. And you are here to participate in this. You wouldn't be here otherwise. This is why we are repeating often. It is here in this timeline of your existence on Gaia that is the most powerful period that you have lived in. Some of you have knowledge of lives you have lived or are living in other civilizations and other timelines, additionally in other worlds, but you were here for a reason. You were here because you're a master. Use this information to validate how powerful you are. At times you feel small. We understand this. This is the conditioning. But you're far from small. You are one. You are God. You are all God. You are all source. You are powerful co-creators. You can create without the conscious connection with source and all that is. You can only conceive to certain points as the human. Let go and be one with all that is. Allow spirit to guide you. Surrender to trying to control the conditions of your dream. It is just oneness. There is divine truth and divine will. Surrender to divine will. You chose to explore certain things in this world. However, your human presence, perspective, your ego wishes to control and wishes to create your own future, your own life, to feel safe, to feel secure. We understand this. This is the human. This is the makings of the human, to live in ego, to live in fear, to live in dualistic notions. But in human evolution, this is being transcended. The human, as you know, is in the stage of evolution, where the human will no longer live in ego, will no longer live in the dream without the awareness of beyond the dream. What is occurring right now is the most powerful stage in your human evolution. If only you knew that. Some of you are realizing this fact. You are remembering what is occurring. Embrace. Embrace everyone around you. Embrace everything that is occurring, even if you perceive it. A situation's occurring out of fear. These events are occurring for the expansion. You do not need to know the underlinings and the causes. But in the knowing of the oneness, you know that all happens for a divine will, for a higher purpose. You can trust knowing that all is perfect in a higher perspective. If you're entrenched in the dream, in the illusion, this is when you experience the fear. When you experience judgment, it is just one step at a time. And it's okay to go in the dream and to pinch off your remembering for certain periods of time. It's all a process. It's all happening in divine time. Just like how you are all here today, participating with light that you are. I am you. We are one. I am just coming forth in a projected way to bring forth nuances in these teachings, in these remembrance. We are all your guide, but all of you, all your brothers and sisters that are in human form are also your guides, but you are just not aware of it all the time. They are all assisting in your evolution. They are just not pieces. They are just not objects walking around. All the interactions you have with your brothers and sisters is assisting you in some form or another in your evolution. Some of you speak for guidance. Some of you seek out guidance from higher sources.
I want to be part of it.
But you know,
I can't find it better.
but we are also within you. We speak out of the human also. Pay attention to your brothers and sisters. Some of them, they speak higher truth, but you pass it off because it's coming from a human and not from your perceived higher being. But in oneness, divine truth can speak out of all that is, whether they are conscious of it or not. But if you are conscious of it, you will know within your heart that is higher truth or not. You will know if it is a lesson for you in your evolution. This is why we say be in the present moment. Because when you're in the present moment, this is where your power lies. You'll be able to know the vibration that you are in. If you're in a vibration of love or fear, you'll be able to gauge your emotions and you'll be able to know if you're receiving a lesson or guidance or you're receiving validation. These are nuances in your energy vibration. To be aware of these nuances, it is difficult to perceive this if you are not in the present moment. Be in the present moment and you'll eventually pick up all of these nuances in your life. And this is how it works, just going within and connecting with the oneness.
Thank you, Lakeshma.
Thank you.
Of course.
Glenn, do you have another question for Lakeshma?
I do, if that's appropriate.
There is no wrong questions here, my dear one.
This is about this phrase that's used quite often. I use it with myself. The quest for going in to oneself, joining the oneness. And this is a bit of a nuts and bolts approach to a question, but here goes. Please give us a functional roadmap, a mental roadmap of the specific steps for going in. What exactly is going in? And how do we verify that we have gone within? In our feelings or other.
Going within is being aware of your emotional states, being aware of your thoughts. It's about being in the present moment. Going within is connecting to your spirit, to the source of who you are. It is not connecting to your mind and to the ego. It is connecting to the oneness of all that is. You ask for a path. The path will be shown to you when you are vibrationally ready. The tools to achieve that, the most powerful tools of going within is the meditation. But there are different forms that align more according to your belief systems and your vibrations. So every method of vibration is different. What resonates with you as an effective way of going inwards? Many of you resonate, for instance, to sound alchemy, which this channel brings forth. But some of you may not resonate with this, and some of you may seek other forms of meditation. You'll be able to feel the effective way for you. What resonates with you? It's about going within. It's about connecting to the stillness, quietening the mind, quieting the ego. But in doing so, being aware of the thought processes that come to you, because your thought processes that come to you is showing you your belief systems. It is showing you any judgments of wrong or right. It is showing you there are lessons here. It is showing you if you're in a state of dualism or oneness in your thought processes and in your beliefs. So by doing that, by quieting, by going within, connect with your heart. The heart is the connection to all that is. It is the gateway of all that is, for all is love. If this assists you, focus on your actual heart. It is a powerful life force within itself. Many of our scientists already can validate this, the power, the electromagnetic power of the heart center. If it helps, physically connect to your heart. Breathe. Breathe the life force of all that is. Recognizing and be conscious that when you breathe, you are breathing in life force. There is no separation. Breathe. Connect to your heart. Feel the emotions that are there. Be aware of the thoughts. This is a practice to be done daily, if possible. If not, practice mindfulness in your own way. Be out, connect with Gaia. Connect with the trees, connect with the hills, connect with the earth, connect with the water. By connecting with the Gaia elements, it also assists you connect to the oneness. Additionally, you do not have to close your eyes. You do not have to sit in certain poses. Certain poses are just used in certain faiths. But there is no one grand method of meditation. It is just the intention of going within. You may have your eyes open, you may have your eyes closed. What resonates with you? It should not feel like a chore. You should not feel resistance in doing it. Find the method that assists you. You will know what resonates with you if you're in your heart center and not up here. Once you do that, by going within, it's about transcending human ego. Because the human ego is where separation lies. But this is perfect. You chose to come here to explore this, to transcend this. The ego is not evil. The ego is not wrong. It is a tool for your expansion. The ego is your friend. It is the great teacher. So, be aware of your thoughts. What is your emotion? The thought precedes the emotion. If you cannot be aware of your thoughts, be aware of your emotions, and this will guide you on where your thoughts lie. What is your vibration? Are you feeling shades of fear or feeling shades of love? That is a clue to you. If you're feeling fear, shades of fear, then reach for a higher thought. If you cannot analyze what is behind this fear, reach for a higher thought. Reach for the awareness that all is oneness and there is no wrong. That all is occurring for higher purposes. If there is a lesson to be learnt, a specific lesson in your limiting beliefs, it will be shown to you. It will be repeated in your life. You will see this occurring. If a situation is occurring to you or a person is reflecting back to you, fear, this is showing you that you have a limiting belief around this area. It could be simple as just judging it as wrong. It could be conditioning from your childhood. Much of the conditioning we go through is from the family system, but you chose your parents knowing you'd go through this trajectory. Awareness is key, and to have awareness is to be in the present moment, as you do not have true awareness if you're not in the present moment. If you're not in the present moment, you are living in the dream. You are living in perceptions in the dream. That is not higher truth. And there's so many distractions in your society to not be in the present moment. We understand this. An extra challenge for you. In this time of great awakening, there was many distractions also with you, but can't you see how perfect this is? The most distracted your civilization, human evolution has ever been, is the most distracted right now. Your technologies, with how society is finding fulfillment in its own way. But can't you see how perfect this is? Is that the time when it has the most distractions is the time when you are able to transcend it and be in the oneness. You see these distractions in your life as opposites. You may see these distractions as a sign that the human evolution is going backwards. Because of these distractions, because of the notions of separation in the powers that be, and that you see on your technology devices, that gives you evidence of separation. But this is occurring for the evolution. It's an extra layer of challenge that you're capable of. You're already transcending. See what is occurring as a fun challenge. If this assists you to be in the vibration of love, with life, with situations and events that occur in your society, many people are very serious. We understand this, to be serious, to want to take things more serious, to take things as wrong. These are vibrations of fear. Your innate state is love. To be in love, be in the vibration of love, however is easy for you, according to your vibration. You may not be able to be in a state of love all the time. That's okay. Be in a state of joy. Be in a state of compassion, for these are vibrations of love. You may not be able to be fully in a state of oneness and non-judgmental. We understand this, but reach for a vibration of love and bring it into your heart center and bring it into your perception. This vibration of love will allow you to open up more into the oneness. And once you're more in the vibration of love, you'll be able to be more fully aware of when the fear creeps into you. If you're always in a state of fear, you will not notice. It'll be more difficult to notice. But if you're in a state of love, when fear enters your reality, it pinpoints nuances of fear within you. You will feel it more because there is a contrast. And this will assist you to be aware of it and to work on it. Because if you're in a state of joy or a state of love, a state of compassion throughout most of your days, when you experience fear, you will feel it. You'll go, that's interesting. I'm feeling fear. I'm feeling judgment. You'll be able to recognize this more because of the contrast. And when you're at this level, you'll be able to work more on your limiting beliefs and your fears because of the contrast. It'll stick out more to you in your conscious awareness. So get in the state of love as much as often as you can. Whatever means necessary. Explore your hobbies. Explore your passions. Connecting to yourself, to others. Be in joy. Be in love. Whatever way you want to do in the vibration of love, be in that vibration. This will uncover the path. Once your vibration rises, once you uncover belief systems that are limiting to you, you transcend the human consciousness into oneness. Your vibration raises as a result, as you connect more with the oneness, and as your vibration raises, you're becoming that more enlightened. That's how it works. It's one piece at a time. The enlightenment process is about raising your vibration by transcending the human ego and the fears and the limiting beliefs. It's about transcending the dualistic notions that is conditioned in your society. Once you can transcend this, you'll connect more with the oneness of all that is. And by doing so, you will unlock more of your divine gifts because you're ready to receive these divine gifts. Everything occurs in your life when you are vibrationally ready for it, or relates to your vibration. By being in the present moment and using the patience, divine patience and trust that everything will come to you when it is meant to. With time, you'll uncover divine gifts, abilities to assist in your evolution and also in the evolution of others if you so wish to participate on the journey also of others in a direct way or indirect way. And that's how it works. It is not about repressing fears, repressing judgments, feeling like you should be doing something, pushing back those limitations within you, and just focusing on the light. One must also address them, for they will pop up in your reality if you do not address them and transcend them into light. If it is too hard, too difficult, too challenging to work on them, that's okay. Shine it with your compassion and your love. If you feel like you've done wrong to yourself or to others, shine love and compassion on yourself and all of your actions. Heal. The healing process is to love oneself and to love others. Raise your vibration of that of love. And to raise your vibration of love, it is the vibration of spirit. It is the vibration of all that is. There is no fear in the non-physical. It is a human experience. Of course, in other worlds, they have their own experiences of contrast, their own versions for their evolution. Your predominant catalyst is the fear. The ego is the limited beliefs. These are your friends. These are not your enemies. Embrace them, for they are your greatest teachers. Embrace life. all the different colors, in knowing the higher truth, knowing there is just oneness, liberates you. Knowing all you need to do is live from your heart center if you so choose. There is not one specific path, my dear one. Everyone's journey is different. But the inner journey is necessary for your evolution. It is going within, working on transcending and resolving belief systems that limit you, fears that are holding you back. There are many methods and tools to work on certain fears and limitations. The meditation is a practice that connects you with the oneness, whichever form you wish to choose to explore it in. Other ways to explore your fears and limiting beliefs, the most effective way for you is unique to you. It may not be as effective to other people. There is no magic pill. There is no one direction, one specific direction, one specific remedy to assist you. There's all variations of the one inner journey. It's connecting with what resonates with you. You'll be able to know what resonates with you by going within. You'll feel it vibrate in your being. Some of you may have the great resonance, but then soon after, even if it is a split second, you may be faced with fear. But recognize the initial resonance and know that it's for your highest good because you received the resonance. It's for you. Explore it. Push past the fear. The fear is based on limiting beliefs, but you're receiving guidance that this is the right path for you, so follow it. This is how it all works. It may seem simple enough, but there's much conditioning, generations of conditioning, all timelines throughout the history of the human evolution. This is why it's just one step at a time. When you are ready, when you are vibrationally ready, means that you'll have the skills acquired, the level of love vibration acquired to go to your next step of enlightenment. The next step of remembering who you are. This is why you don't see the full picture. This is not how it works. If you had zero fears, zero limiting beliefs, then you will have instant enlightenment. But this is not how the human works. The human has many fears and limiting beliefs. It is the nature of the human. You chose to come into this body knowing that you'll be limited. It's your perceptions. You can choose to perceive the dream in fear. You can judge it as wrong. You can judge it as divinely right, divinely happening how it's supposed to. It is your choice. Whatever choice you make for your highest good, create that perception in one of a love vibration. It's all about living in love vibrations. But by doing so, work on the fears that come up. It is easy to live in a love vibration. Whenever a fear comes up, push it away, to ignore it, ignore that part of you. But if it's there, it'll pop up. Once it comes into your awareness, try working on it. Try looking at the belief systems behind the fear. It's just one step at a time. There is no rush. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone has different missions here, different objectives. Your path will be shown to you. Your path is different than the next person. All your paths are different, but it leads to one place, to the remembering of who you are. No matter which path you take, you work on the process of going within. Whether you do it in this lifetime or the next or another life you are living, you'll reach that oneness. This is the path of the human consciousness, the human evolution. This is divine will. You are all on that path, one form of another. And how exciting is that?
It's very exciting. Doing it together.
Very exciting.
That is correct. And all of you now are coming together as a support network to assist in the Great Remembering. Many of you are creating groups, networks, and it's assisting others to awaken to their light. And this is not by accident, this is occurring in great numbers. This is why everything happens in divine time and divine reasonings. You see technology is distracting. However, it's technology that assists you to come together. More places of Gaia to assist others in the Great Remembering. So how grand is that? It is about your perception. Just remember that you are love. All there is love. And high perspectives. And high truth of who you are. A source. You are all projections of source. Every one of you. Even if you do feel little. Even if you do feel disempowered. That is the higher truth. That you are source and you have the abilities. Become more empowered. Live a life of freedom. The choice is yours. The choice is yours to face fear head on and push through it. It's scary to push past fear. But just know that fear lies within the dream, and fear, there is no truth behind fear. Of course, there are rational fears and rational fears. Most fears are irrational. Most of you know this already. But some of you have the fear of rational fear, the fear of death, the fear of imminent harm. We understand this is a real fear for many of you. And you use this fear in your life to judge your life. What have you done in your life? You see your life having only a number of years attached to it. And this is where a lot of fear comes forth. Fear you have not done enough in your life. Fear that you're not living the life you want to, that you're wasting your life. Nothing can be further from the truth, for you never die. You just finish this version of the dream, and then you enter the next version, if you so wish. Or other versions of existence that it occurs out there, not just on Earth, but in other worlds. It is not the end. But even rational fear is still a fear in the dream. By knowing all this information, that you're one and there is no end, you can be truly free in your life. And that there is no end and there is no separation. You have the choice. My children, do you have any more questions?
No.
Just know that I'm always with you. I come forth in this direct manner, however, as you know, we are all within you, and we can all be called upon. Know that you are loved immensely. I know at times you forget, but just know you are loved and you are supported, even though times you may feel otherwise. Things that you wish are not going your way, perhaps. Everything is occurring for your evolution. Things that you chose to explore may be out of your awareness, but you did choose it. Nothing ever happens to you, my dear ones. About trusting that everything is occurring in divine will. It is a co-creation. If you want to live in your highest truth, the highest expansion of who you are as the human, it is a co-creation. There is divine will, however, it's up to you to act on it. You can choose to create your own reality. That is fine if this allows you to be secured. But if you want to push past limitations, if you want to live the most expanded way possible for your life here in this time continuum, it's about letting go and follow the guidance. It's difficult for you to follow the guidance if you're not in the present moment and not actively going on your inner journey. Once you can go within, you'll receive the guidance. It's about being nuanced to the energies of guidance. If you're in a love vibration, as your vibration rises, you'll be more nuanced to these messages. They may come to you in different forms, as you know. They're coming forth to you now in this direct manner through the channel. But they can come forth in so many ways. As you know, our messages can come forth in other people around you. They come forth in songs, any way that matches your belief system. This is how Source works, infinite intelligence. We bring our messages to you that will match your belief systems, but be in the present moment and you'll receive the guidance. And it's just one step at a time. My dear ones, I'm honored to come through in this direct manner once again. It is with much love that I come to you. It is with much love that I assist you on this great remembering, knowledge that was passed down in my lifetime to help in the first great awakening on Earth. I am so honored to come forth again to bring forth this information to assist you in this new awakening. It is the greatest that ever occurred in your human evolution. I love you. We all love you. You are never alone. Thank you, my dear ones. Until next time.
Thank you, Lakeshma.
Thank you, Lakeshma. Thank you, Kimberley. Thanks, Isabel.
Hi, I'm back.
Hello again.
How did you guys experience that today?
Wonderful.
It's always great to see Lakeshma.
Was there anything specific that stood out to you or that resonated with you?
That the key to everything is love, of course.
I know, and it sounds simple enough, doesn't it? Just to be in love and that's it. But, you know, obviously there's different layers and different contexts, different tools, different layers of what is occurring.
Yes.
What about you, Isabel?
Once again, follow your guidance and stay in the present moment. Common theme.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
It is the common theme, but it takes it's the hardest to really conceive in the present and actually live with that knowledge all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you, Glenn, for joining, and thank you, Isabel, and thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to participate on these live channeling interactions and also access other exclusive content, then you can join our Patreon community at www.patreon.com/Beings of the Light with Kimberley. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you feel inspired, please join our Facebook group, and we also have a Facebook page there also. Okay? All right, everybody. Until next time. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.